Hello, 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 all you bloodthirsty people out there, and welcome to my second episode of my series on Tyranny. Last time I created my character here, Cain, and we went through the bloody conquest of the Tears. Now we can get into the base game, but before that, let's look at some of the stuff we got. Part of buying the game, you do get some gifts and, linking it with your Paradox account. So I do have some items here that starting out that some people might not. The Fatebinder Sill, which gives extra resolve. Commander's Will, which is also good, removing a negative effect on kill. That's common. Might be able to upgrade those later. We also got Sanguine Scroll, an area of effect. I think that'd be nice. And we got Rot and Ruin. This one, slightly better than a starting weapon, has an effect that, from what I can tell, when an enemy is low, they have a chance to explode. And I don't know if what effect that has on other enemies. We'll replace the axe with that. So we have slashing and crushing as our weapons. And let's see what else we got. There's that. That's the quest. And spells. Can't do anything. All we really have is the one. And this is where our lore skill matters. The higher our lore skill, the better spells we can make. Yeah, I get it. Go away. No more indicators. Before we get too much farther, this is something I noticed last time. We might want to turn some things up a little bit so we can hear. And that should be good. Let's talk. Kairos, the Overlord be praised. When I heard the avalanche, I feared the valley was sealed with you on the other side. The disfavored warrior clasps her gauntlet to her breastplate, the traditional salute of her legion. Sorry I don't have a proper welcome to the Queen Slayer. Perhaps if I weren't so short-handed I could have made preparations, but no bother. We are honored to have you all the same, and I look forward to seeing the Oathbreakers lose their cool at the sight of you. Lore 20. Can you hear the hum in the air, that glow around the rocks? The avalanche is Kairos' magic. The Overlord has sealed the valley. Your senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things. But if that was Kairos' magic, and you are here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Arcana Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for his enemies? 10 years of festering plague, an edict of twisting bones? I come bearing an edict of Kairos. Our soldiers complete their tasks, or die. The edict is leveled against us. Her eyes widen in fear, her posture shakens. But the Scarlet Course prevents us from taking action. Why would the Overlord punish both of... She clears her throat with a sigh. Forgive me. It is not my place to question. We should have conquered the enemy within weeks of arriving in the valley. The delay deflects poorly on all of us. Let's see. 2 Archons and their armies cannot take a citadel they've taken before. Of course Kairos is displeased. Maybe we'll go Subterfuge. Your first instinct is to blame the Scarlet Course. No wonder Kairos resorts to an edict to enforce order. Yes, well, her eyes shift to the side. There has indeed been little goodwill between our armies, and you are right. When we act as we do, the choice is what choice do we give the Overlord? Sorry there. She takes a deep breath, nodding as she exhales. And you are right, I should not cast blame so freely, especially not when talking to a servant of justice. My apologies. Well, you're traveled a long way. I won't keep you further. I'm sure the Archons want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention snapping eastward. That alarm. Did you hear that? No, I did not. More runners. 3rd time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the clapped path by which you arrived. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight.
For the Queen!
Now let's see. We're gonna slice him good. Make his blood seep into the ground. Expecting it.
On it.
And debuff.
Right.
That work? Yeah. Thrust. Ooh. He might explode when he dies. Here it comes. Yes. Didn't see anything around. Gotta loot the body. Potion. Earthstone. Dissected corpses line the road of victory to Verdrian's will. Stay up. An example of fate that awaits all those who resist Kairos' will.
Will do.
We should be vigilant and deal with the remaining Oathbreakers in the pass. Carry on. Let's see. This is the first thing where your choices or skills come in handy. And since we're athletic enough, easy kill. Take care of an enemy. Let's see. Slash there. See if we can't get them bleeding. I can tell I'm a bit impatient, but this is still pretty early on. Nothing really too much to worry about. Just wanting to hurry up and get past this beginning part, get into the good stuff. You can start using this
On it.
early on.
On it.
Deadly injury, come on.
On it.
And he's bleeding. That doesn't look like that explosion does anything but look pretty.
Will do.
Oh, I love that explosion. Let's see. We get javelin. And we continue on. Some mushrooms. Several skulls blanched by the sun and picked clean by carrion birds are spiked on a roughly hewn post is the only heraldry the Scarlet Chorus needs. And these are the guys we're going to ally with.
Try and catch me, worm.
A young Scarlet Fury waves around the Verdurian Guard attackers, avoiding their weapons with fluid grace. She nods, acknowledging you. A breathless enemy soldier passes a glance to her countrymen. This one's crazy. Too much lead in our water. We should cut our losses and turn back.
Fate Finder. You're here at last. Care to join me in putting these cowards out of their misery?
She nods to the armed soldiers bearing down on her. Save something for me.
Trouble is afoot.
Let's see. Debuff there.
I see as the crow flies.
Let's see. So one thing this game does is companion abilities, where you can do stuff with your companions. Good way to take down stronger enemies
Let them
sometimes.
think they can hit me.
Just... There we go.
Phew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
The fighter surveys the fresh corpse and nods with satisfaction.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone.
She gestures to the skirmish unfolding in the pass below, shaking her head. I'm ready if you are.
Eager. I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful iron they might be clutching.
Rings are the currency Kairos uses.
No
I
reason
see
to
that's
pity
nice
the
and
fallen.
practical.
Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Narat!
And I'm pushing tab to highlight this loot.
On
We
it.
got some for spells. An empty spike stands waiting to claim its victim. Let's see. And we can learn that. Have to look into that, see what all that does. Let's see for her. Put a helmet on her. Let's see. Okay, so we can increase the range of our spells now, but we don't really have anything worth doing that with right now, so we'll leave that. Get together, and down we go. Eyes forward, no looking back. The Viridian Guard warrior wars with his phalanx. I guess it's his Kaipa sword held high, his words largely lost over the din of combat. Queenslayer, the warrior rears back, his swinging arm at the instant of hisses off his stun. I've long dreamed of laying claim to your skull, so nice of you to present yourself. You just arrived at camp and they already give you a title, impressive. As he signals his men to charge, a sound of chanting rises from the south, drawing his attention. Scarlet Chorus reinforcements, hurry. Run down the Oathbreakers, let none escape. From the red mob of reinforcements from the south, the Blood Chanter emerges at the head of the rabble. The ornamental crest of her staff pushing with crimson tones. Sighing signals of magic and wordlessly move in her mouth. The Blood Chanter scribes a series of spells into the air. Red glow surrounds the Viridian Guard warriors. The Chanter's magic worms its way into their minds, blinding them with rage. Hold position, all of you. You there, keep to the path. The warrior gestures along the canyon trail, but his soldiers turn their attention to the Scarlet Chorus, roaring challenges. No, don't engage them, we need to run. His order is falling on deaf ears. The warrior reluctantly readies his weapon. Do that.
Trouble is
Bleed us!
for the queen!
Yeah, this is going well pretty well.
They never had a chance.
Like a lot of the Scarlet Chorus got taken out there.
On it.
Come quick, we have a situation on the cliff side. They have the commander. Let's see what we can get. A helmet. Stuff down here, another helmet. I think I'm gonna stick with leather, I think. Heavier armor slows down spellcasting in this game. So sticking with the leather would be a good idea so I can still have some defense and be able to cast my spells fast enough for it to matter. Or without it being a big disadvantage to myself. Just clicking on these, you can pause the game and read those if you want. Let's see. A coward. Anything else to do? There's a chest up here, but you have to go around to get that. And that's, I'm going to try to show as much of this easily to miss stuff as I can.
I got it.
Well, that bloody pole. Stow your weapons, or we find out how long a man screams for in the ravine down below. Cornered between a precarious drop and a band of angry soldiers, the Oathbreaker warrior holds his favorite officer at knife point. Scour him, worry not for me. Graven ash will protect. But his favorite officer winces, blood seeping from the seams of his bracers and cuirass. You heard the man. He plainly invited you to use that little blade of yours. What are you waiting for? Permission from your pimp. This blade, with a jerk of the knife, he slices off a clump of Drastis' matted hair. If you're so eager to see her lie dead, says step closer. Let's see. Why kill the disfavored nobody when you can take a swing at the Queenslayer? You, the Queenslayer, pushing Drastis to the side. Pelox Churil bounds forward with murder in his eyes. His glorious charge ends roughly as the disfavored soldiers step up, weapons out, and butcher him. Dazed but alive, Drastis lets out a long sigh and struggles to his feet. Carlos be praised, the Oathbreaker fought with the rage of Karen himself. Jastris slides a trembling hand along the cut on his neck. Thank you, Fatebinder. I thought today was my last. From the look of it, guess they thought if they swarmed the place, maybe one might make it out. We found a few scraps of parchments on their body. Drastis holds out a handful of cumbered parchments for your inspection. A student of letters such as yourself should be able to make sense of this. Examine the parchment. Repeating the same messages in different written scripts, the parchment explains the Viridian Guard's desire to overthrow Kairos' Archons and rout their armies from the tiers. The pages aren't addressed to any specific reader, but rather openly invites all who remain loyal to the younger realms to gather at Vindiring's Well. Recruitment material. Well, from the looks of it, we kept them from slipping out of the valley. Whatever they hoped to accomplish, I think their plan died here. The Archons are expecting you. When you're ready, leave by the gate to the southeast and follow the trails downslope for a few hours. You'll see the campfires leagues away. Can't miss it. And that went well. Let's see. He had a fish on him.
Will do.
Have a bit more looting.
Sorry, can't.
Up we go.
See that?
It's got to have at least the 35 in athletics for this. I know some characters won't have it because of builds, but still, potion of invisibility. Even if you don't use it, it's still good. You could still use it as a... I can't think of the word. You can use it to make money. The sprinter says his name is Darkus Demos. Then I don't think this is a complicated matter. He dies, his family's been a driving force in the Viridian Guard. Killing him should demoralize whatever is left of the Tarkus clan. But we must offer the enemy redemption. Well said for their inbred nobles. Just ask the Queenslayer. The chanter lets out a hearty chuckle through an incomplete set of teeth. The corpses can't serve the course. So our mercy always pains me. It is what the voices in Herat commands. Your old scouts, the ones assigned to us after the Fatebinder made good on Karen's error, have done very well serving the course. Besides, Kairos did not wish to rule over an empty wasteland. We must adopt these tiersmen, else we will have no one to serve us in the coming years. We let you take prisoners, but you can't control them. You send these conscripts out on patrol and they never return. Deflection all over again. I can't let this nonsense strategy continue. Why insist this Oathbreaker be taken to the voices in Herat, leaving us at an impasse? Fortunately, we have a Fatebinder here to settle the matter for us. The chanter turns to you, an expectant smile creeping across your face. So what say you? What should be done to the prisoner? Let's see. We can execute him. Or we can send him to the Scarlet Course. This is the sort of nonsense that got us into this mess we're in now. We'll keep showing these mongrels mercy. They'll just bite us time and time again. If it will calm your nerves, I'll assure you this one won't be put on the battlefield. The mage snaps her finger loudly, gesturing to her gang to listen. Make sure the prisoner is sticking straight. The voices of Nerat. I won't keep you here any longer, Famebiter. I know you have important business in the valley. He salutes you, his iron gauntlet rapping against his breastplate for the glory of Kairos. Let's see.
Will do.
Let's see what we can sell and buy. Fatebinder, what an honor to have one of Tyros' court visit our humble holdfast. Need supplies? Bursting with energy, the merchant slams her palm down on the top of crate. On top of the crate. If so, you come to the right place. How's trade? Let me see those. Let's see what she got. So first, sell some stuff. Vendor trash. That's what I was looking for earlier. Not what I want to do. That. That's weird. Stuff keeps clicking all over the place when I don't. Why? The game is out to get me. So the stuff I want to get rid of. Let's see what she got. Is that a two-handed weapon? Yeah, it is. So I can't use it. A lot of armor, a lot of weapons, a lot of useless stuff. There we go. This is the stuff I wanted. More spell stuff. I need... Sure, I don't have any of these. And then some camping supplies. It'll be most of the gold we have right now, but that's fine. We'll get more later. Let's see. There's one more hidden treasure on this I think I'll show you, and we'll look over the spells and stuff. The new spells I got. And then I think we'll call this episode done. That guy back there that I sent to the Scarlet Course, if you decide to kill them, he's hanging right there when you come through. Now let's see, if you come around this way, it's another climbing spot. I might not have the athletics to do this yet. I do. Then up here there's a chest. And
Can't do
don't
that.
have the subterfuge. I'll have to come back here later. Don't remember what's in this chest. It might be random, but I don't have the subterfuge to do it unless what's hers at. She doesn't have enough either. We should have it fairly soon. Maybe an episode or two. Definitely before we leave the valley, we'll come back here. So we can see what's in there. Okay, let's see. +1 quickness. Yeah. Well, that will pull those on her. Let's see. Learn all these. Okay, so we got. Oh, I leveled up. That's nice. We'll go up in finesse. Armor deflection is going to be good for us because that's going to be our main defensive stat. Let's see. Accuracy, defenses. Armor is 2, so we take 2 less damage. And our deflection. Deflection works, the higher your deflection percentage, the more likely you are to downgrade an attack to the next one down. So if someone, say, critically hits you, there's a 37% chance that critical hit will become a normal hit. And then there's a 37% chance for a hit to become a graze, 37% chance for a graze to become a miss. So let's see, we just leveled up. Yeah, agility. Let's see. Arrow shield. Sneak attack. Let's see, we are magic. I think I'll pull a skill into the magic. Adds a spell reach. Not using staff, so I'm not gonna bother with that. We'll do magic prodigy since we're gonna be working with our. Yeah, that's pretty good. Since we're gonna be doing some spell work, so let's see. I got our Anthropy, and let's see. We only still have the one for that. We also have lightning now. We have a focused intent, which is single close range, single target, and distant impact, single target, long range. So let's see what we can do with that. We can extend the range. What does that one do? Increases the area of effect, which I'm not sure would matter much here. Not enough to really matter, I think. Well, there's the alarm. We'll finish this up and then we're done. And duration of spells effects. So stun them for longer? I don't think that's long enough to matter, so better range. And we'll assign that there. Let's see, Anthropy. Anything there. We'll go back to this. And we'll make one spell for this. With slightly better range. Assign that. And I think that's good for now. So we have Touch or Anthropy, which is a debuff. A range single target damage. And basically a melee one. And later on, as you can see, there's quite a few different things you can do. We'll be able to do, hopefully, quite a bit. I'm kind of surprised, though, I couldn't use the one accent on that, but we'll get more. Well, anyways, thank you all for coming to my second episode of Tyranny. I hope you all enjoyed it. Again, leave any comments, anything you think would be helpful to me. And I'll see you all next time. Bye.